What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, I will be telling you guys about Fortnite Creative, and we will actually just be kind of like ranting regarding the issues I personally have with the game mode itself. Now, that sounds weird right off the bat, being like, oh, I have issues with the game mode where you're allowed to be creative. And it's not really the game mode itself, but it's more the decisions that Epic Games is making and what it's causing actual creative map makers to have to turn to in order to get some recognition for their maps. Now, I do want to say I got this video idea from another YouTuber named Fortnite. However, I don't really agree with everything he said in his video, and this video is going to be my opinions on things that may be completely different than what he had talked about in his video. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, here we are in creative mode, and I've just spawned in. We have the Happy 2021 thing here. And the one thing that I want to mention that Fortnite also mentioned, which is, I feel pretty important to talk about, is the whole matchmaking system. If you guys remember in the past, there was only like 6 portals. So you see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's like a few over here. I assume there's going to be like, okay, well we have 5 out front, but we also have all these other portals here that aren't actually matchmaking. Well, the issue with this is that we used to only have like 6 portals in the creative hub, but then they were like, you know what, we feel that we should expand the hub, give more people an opportunity to be featured, so they started adding much more matchmaking portals. So like right here, we just went straight out and forwards. We look to the left, we have the 3 fastest growing maps, we have the 3 most popular maps, and then we have 2 randomly just featured maps, and then, you know, this button that I assume puts you in a random one. Not only this, but if you go either to the left over there or to the right over there, there's even more maps. That one says practice, I think. This is Spy Within, so all the Spy Within maps are right here. And then over here is combat maps. But this is where the issue really lies with creative mode. Yeah, sure, more people have a spot on the creative hub and can get their stuff featured. However, because of this, if we actually look at the portals here that aren't labeled as popular or fastest growing, let's see here, we have 1, 2 featured. So we have 2 featured maps there. Spy Within doesn't really count because, you know, it's Spy Within. It's already shoved down our face every day. If we come over here, I'm going to assume there's 2 more here. These are fastest growing and all that, and then 2 more. So we have 4 featured maps, and then more popular maps there. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 featured. There's another one over there, so a 9th featured map. 10, 11. So 11 featured maps, and then each of these little sections each have 6 maps that aren't actually just here to be featured, but instead are for the fastest growing and the most popular ones. Now, the issue with this is that if you have a most popular map and you advertise it all the time, well, the most popular map is going to continue to be more and more popular because it's already popular and people are like, oh, I'll find a match easily, so I'll play that. Now, fastest growing, this could change, obviously, but the thing is, if these continue to be the quote-unquote fastest growing, like Prop Hunt Stray Kite Farms, we've done Prop Hunt. That used to actually be its own LTM, and now it's back, you know. And then here, I think that would just teleport you over there? Yeah. So it's like, oh, you don't want to go through the main menu and select a Spy Within LTM? Well, you can come in here and select the Spy Within LTM. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, wait. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. There's 7 Spy Within LTMs right here. And the real point I'm trying to get at with this is that, sure, having so many featured maps on the Creative Hub is really cool and all. However, doing it this way where over half of your maps are actually just the already popular maps, that is not a very successful thing, especially when some content creators, or I guess creative map makers, complete jobs to open. I don't even know what that's about. It's probably like a mini map here, the mini game thing. But the whole situation I'm trying to get at here is like this here. You come over here to the practice maps area. You have, I'm not going to say that, but you have a box PvP featured map and a zone wars and box fight featured map. These might get some plays, but people who come over here are probably going to want to test out and play in something that's already known to be popular and really good. Because here, they're taking a risk by going into it because they don't know if it will be the one they want to train on or not, while these, oh, they're more comfortable with, and they'll most likely go into the already suggested ones instead of just, you know, going up to a portal that, has more creative maps and typing it in. Now, the big issue with this, other than Fortnite Creative adding more featured maps, while it could be cool if it's done right, it hasn't really been seen to be done right. I recently got a DM on both of my accounts. I'm FireMonkey on Twitter and FireMonkey on Twitter from a creative map maker. Now, they were asking, I'm obviously not going to say names or genders or anything because I want to keep their identity private, but they had asked me if I did paid promotional tweets, which I don't do really. I mean, I technically do because I'm sponsored by G Fuel, but I don't actually, like, you know, most of the time I'm not going up to someone and being like, yeah, you can pay me and I'll promote your tweet or whatever, because I just feel that leads to a lot of spam on Twitter. Well, I didn't know this, but according to Fortnite, who had actually replied to the person, and it appears that they're trying, like, creative map makers are now trying to pay YouTubers, Twitter users, everyone they can, in order to promote their creative maps, because Epic Games and their new system with all the featured maps here are kind of ruining the system and making it harder for these people to actually promote their map and get new players on it. And with the rise of Valkyrie, which if you guys don't know what Valkyrie is, it's their upcoming development tool where you can actually import anything straight from Unreal Engine into Fortnite Creative, we should be seeing more and more advanced maps. However, you got to keep in mind, the ones that get featured the most here seems to be like you turn around right away and you're instantly greeted with Spy Within, which obviously Epic Games is trying to get a lot of people to play Spy Within, but if you think about it, this is having its own lobby LTM, and well, like, you know, you can select it from the main menu where you have the battle pass and everything, but it's literally Among Us in Fortnite. And then if we go over here, let's check out the not combat maps. I want to find an area, like, see, this is so hard for me to even find where the right area to look at maps are. If we go to variety maps, you know, the fastest growing you do have, well, you have Death Run and a Death Run, and then over here in most popular, you have a Death Run and a Death Run, and then a Hide and Seek. So, in the fastest growing and most popular section, 4 of the 6 are Death Runs. One is one that had already been in LTM in the past, and this one, I actually haven't seen at all, so that's pretty cool to see in the most popular slot, but then again, I don't play creative that much. But then you go over here to the featured category, and in comparison, these have like really high detailed images, and for example, the prop hunt one, this is an official image because, well, it got its own LTM. While if you look at the featured, you know, this person had to just take a screenshot of their map using the built-in creative camera, and same with this person. And obviously, the in-game screenshot camera, it has its own variety of just, of quality, I would say, and sometimes it doesn't even work. Now, they can't decide what to play, click here. It will teleport you to a random one, but as you can see, the first one it teleported me to was the fastest growing here and then most popular over there. And then we're at most popular again. So if you do that, play Russian roulette style on this, you're more likely than not going to get one of the maps that already have a massive following towards them, instead of one of the newer maps that actually got featured due to creativity. And now, don't make this sound like I like hate creative, screw you Epic Games, because no, I love Epic Games, man. This is the game I play a lot. The issue comes when Epic Games is making a move that not only affects creative people, but makes it so that these creative people are actually trying to pay other, like, YouTubers and stuff so that they can actually have their map seen and whatnot. Now, obviously, will this video change anything? Will Fortnite's video change anything? I have no clue. I doubt it. And Epic Games is obviously working on bigger projects such as the Valkyrie system, where you can actually use Unreal Engine to make your games. But at the end of the day, it is such a bad situation when actual creative map makers are now resorting to contacting Twitter people, YouTube people, like I've said a million times, in order to get their map even seen, because simply having a featured map in the hub nowadays just doesn't cut it. Because, like, over here, yeah, you do have, oh, wait, these are picks of the week. Okay, wait a second. Some of these aren't even just normally featured. Top growing, pick of the week. So pick of the week's probably just a normal featured. And that's Spy Within. Wait a second. There's even less featured maps than I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's less featured maps than I originally thought there were here, because I thought this was a featured map instead of just a matchmaking hub for the Spy Within. So this just shows the issue with creative right here. Obviously, I'm recording the footage live with the background footage and everything, audio and everything, but the fact that I, didn't realize that that was a Spy Within portal, but there's Spy Within right behind you and right in front of you, and then the left 3 maps here aren't even picks of the weeks or actual featured. They're just top growing maps. Wait, more combat map. Okay. For a second, I thought I was about to find a million more portals. But this is the issue with Fortnite, man. Adding more portals to creative mode, it's not working. It's actually hurting these people who make creative maps. And obviously, I don't know if these people who do creative maps get paid from doing it. I assume they do because you can use their supported creator code, and that code gets advertised when you go into a match. But at the same time, we should like cut down on how many of these you show. Like maybe get rid of the most popular ones entirely, or just make a section for most popular, and then make the bigger section where more people will find it, the featured section with new and unique innovative maps. Because at the end of the day, everyone's played Death Run. They've done it a million times. 100 levels, 200 levels, 100 levels, 100 more levels. And it's like, we need more variety in here that is made in a way that doesn't hurt new and concurrent map makers in creative mode. Because at the end of the day, this is probably some people's jobs, and Epic Games, by doing this and making more hubs and just like more featured maps for matchmaking, it kind of ruins the purpose of having a featured map. Because if these are the most popular, then everyone should already know how to go to it, and they should be able to have friends where they can matchmake into it. And especially with Death Runs, my personal complaint with this being a featured map is the fact that Death Runs, especially when featured, you can actually attack enemies. So let's say you're doing it with a few friends. Well, all of a sudden, you don't like this one guy who pickaxes you at the very start. Well, now you're on stage like 62, and all of a sudden, their whole entire squad is just sitting there, pickaxing you every time you respawn, making it pointless of why you're even playing that Death Run, especially as a featured map. So I just feel that if anything, the featured hubs need a little rework when it comes to featuring maps, and we need to stop having LTMs that are based off of already existing like games and stuff pushed down our throat. Like, does anyone even remember at this point Downtown Shuffle, I think it was, where it was like you slid down, you had to grab basketballs and stuff. It was for the Jordan's promotion or Nike promotion. I forget exactly what it was because it was so long ago. That was unique. That was fun. But Spy Within, I did the challenges and then I haven't played it a single time since. Anyways, my name's FireMonkey. Definitely check out iTalkFortnite's video to see what he thinks about the whole situation. And I will catch you guys next time. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about how Fortnite creative has been going? Do you think they need to change stuff? Do you think it's perfectly fine? And make sure to keep it civil, by the way. Don't argue with people. Oh boy, fastest growing. Anyways, I will catch you all next time. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Peace.